Go down, 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 make the whole room spin, spin, spin. Turn the bass up loud, loud, loud. We about to go in, and we can't stop now, now, now. Fuck it up, dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't. Do I have your attention? Fuck it up, dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't. Do I have your attention? I was chilling in the club, looking cute all by myself. I saw my ex looking a mess and pressed up on somebody else. So I strutted up to the dance floor and I took off my earrings. I did a kick into a split and showed him what he was missing. Like, do I have your attention? 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 Dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't. Do I have your attention? Fuck it up, dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't. Do I have your attention? I was treading in the gym, looking like a effing 10 when I saw my ex again. His new bae was a 7, so I twirled up to those weights, put these cakes in his face. I did a squat, my butt said bam, and his new man said, girl, goddamn, this shit jelly, it ain't jam. They say thick, I say yes, ma'am. Then I serve 'em a shablam. Wear my phone, get my cam, post his body on the gram like that's how bad a bitch I am. Now, do I have your attention? 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 This is a fuckboy PSA. Talk to the left hand, talk to the left hand, cause you ain't right. Which one of you motherfuckers I'ma fuck tonight? You staring, my booty know you see him. And tell your new boyfriend to stay out of my DMs. You heard me, stay out of my DMs. You so nasty, stay out of my DMs. Stay out of my DMs, my DMs, my DMs. Tell your new boyfriend to stay out of my DMs. Fuck it up, dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't. Do I have your attention? Fuck it up, dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't dance. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't. Do I have your attention?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to TPS Tonight. Thank you to our sponsors, For Culture and the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture, whose support makes these evenings possible. Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge that we live, work, and play on the unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, and that we occupy this land. This acknowledgement does not take the place of authentic relationships with Indigenous communities, but serves as a first step in honoring the land we occupy. For more information on how you can support our Indigenous communities, please check out the organizations listed on this slide. Thank you. For tonight's event, you may submit questions for Q&A using the built-in Q&A feature in Zoom or by emailing tpstonight@tpsonline.org. You may use the chat function to engage with hosts and other audience members throughout the show. Make sure you've selected all panelists and attendees when sending your chat messages. Please be aware that tonight's show is being recorded for encore performances. Closed captioning will be available in future broadcasts. Now, without further ado, please welcome your hosts, Jimmy Shields and Alexandria Henderson.
Okay.
Doing all right tonight, okay?
Yo, that song's lit. Okay. I'm trying to like keep it cute till I stay in frame, but like, I was just over here just like, yes. So good. Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, Janet.
You know what? I get so late.
You got the outfit, I got the hat. Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream work. How are you, boo?
Also, that was very raspy. She hasn't like tried in a minute. I'm
For
well.
what though?
How are you?
I'm doing well as well. You look amazing, Alexandria J. Henderson.
Thank you, Jimmy Shields. I
You're
tried.
welcome.
I've tried. What I've realized is that if I like take a deep breath, and not put too much pressure on myself, I can really like beat my face in a good amount of time and without too many mistakes. So that's the thing. Let it go, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. I'm full of it tonight. Okay? I know. Oh my gosh, I thought about you the other night. You know, when I was driving, after we dropped off the couch, I was driving the truck.
Business.
My bad. Was driving the truck back to my dad's house. And they don't know. And I think it was Let It Flow was on the Heart and Soul, and it just made me think of you.
You know, that's one of my favorite Toni Braxton songs of all time.
I didn't know that.
Literally, that soundtrack is one of my favorite albums of all time.
What soundtrack is? Oh, is that Waiting to Exhale?
Waiting to Exhale. It makes me feel all warming
I know
inside.
this one. Yes.
I feel like I'm being cut off. Like wait, let's get some more of my body. There we are. There he is.
Body,
Get me body.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So, okay. First of all, hello everybody. Welcome to TPS Tonight. I'm about to launch into a little bit of a pop topic that I haven't discussed yet with Jimmy. So I just want to make sure that I say, hey,
it's a pop topic, right into it.
Thank y'all for being here. We really could not do the show without you. I just realized that we don't really say out loud how much we appreciate our audience. So thank y'all for being here. Thank you for giving up your Friday nights to spend it with us. And we are here to give you a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of kiki, a little bit of laughs as you go into your weekend, and hopefully continue to provide some positivity and upliftment through
a whole word. My God, today.
Through this, thing that we call life.
Yes, Prince.
I be trying. Okay. So speaking of, I don't know what I said that made me think of it. I just binge watched Legendary on HBO Max. Have you heard of it? Mm-hmm. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen any of it?
We've seen clips. I haven't had time to just whoop and
get in there.
Yeah.
I thought it was beautiful, but also it's like a reality TV show and a competition show, and how do you, judge that? And I think I've talked to you off camera, offline, one-on-one about ball culture and how I think it's absolutely beautiful. And it truly, truly is. And so, and I was just immersed in a whole bunch of gorgeous human beings living their best lives and being athletic and stunning and creative, and it's beautiful. If you get to see it, we're gonna talk about it later, with just us. But
okay.
But I literally
you
just
might have to give me
it.
that passcode for that HBO Max.
Oh, I hear you. I got you.
You hear me? You feel me? Well, let me get.
Got you. Come on. So that's why when I think of when I said, oh, it was body, I was if it's that body, I was thinking about a couple different people who popped into my brain from the show.
But no hog body. We don't do hog body.
Oh my gosh, no. Her name is Erica Lanvin. She's stunning, and she just got everything, just all the curves, just like you're winding down a mountain, honey. It's
padded for the gods.
Stunning. No, not even.
Not padded?
No, ma'am, honey. Body. Child.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Don't try me.
Now, well, you brought this up, and it's gonna say we've already gotten into the pop topics. So giving you range this year. So just I saw that on that show, one of the guest judges was Tamar Braxton, whom I love dearly, and there is she's in the hospital right now with what they think she tried to commit suicide, and it brings up the issue about mental health awareness. And it kind of brings up two issues about mental health awareness, because Nick Cannon, I don't know if you guys have been following what's going on in the news with him, but he's had some issues because he said things that were perceived to be anti-Semitic. Mm-hmm. And he apologized for them, but then in his apology, his culture, the Black culture attacked him. So then he was getting attacked from both sides, and he's taken it not the best. And his response on social media seemed like it brings up mental health awareness and mental health issues. But one of the things that people are not talking about is, I think a lot of it derives from bullying and people just having these thug thumbs, and saying whatever they want. And then as soon as somebody is reactive, or as soon as somebody is feeling a certain type of way, we have to label it. But no, as a human being, I just have an emotion, and I just have an innate reaction. I don't know. Like, I have this reaction to what you're saying as a human being. That doesn't necessarily mean that my mental health is not great, and it could not be, but you don't know that when you're saying these things. And when you're speaking to these celebrities, or when you're speaking to whomever, they're still human. And so I think that that's a bigger conversation that needs to be had, in addition to the mental health awareness, because even if somebody is like 100% mentally stable, whatever that means, if you piss them off or if you hurt their feelings, they have a right to tell you how they feel. They have a right to vocalize. You don't know what they're going through personally. And so I think that is especially in the Black community, but that is a whole nother subject in itself. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, definitely want to send all of our love, light, and prayers to Tamar Braxton and her family. Because both you and I have talked about how much we enjoy her just by way of what she has given to the entertainment industry. But beyond that, beyond her star power, beyond her name, beyond her fame, she's somebody's daughter, she's somebody's mama, she is somebody. And so definitely just want to make sure that we give space for that, but also just send her all of our love. And yeah, I've always talked about Twitter fingers. Like, people are real strong behind the screen. You can say all the kinds of stuff when you feel like you are far away, when you don't have the proximity to those people. And as in celebrity, it's almost as if they think that, like, okay, you have reached a certain amount of success, you have reached a certain amount of fame, notoriety, people know you, so you must be like above all of this. So I can just tell you how I feel and you won't even think twice about it. But like, would you say half that stuff to your mama? Like, would you say it to your sister? Would you say it to your friend who's having a bad day? Like, why aren't celebrities allowed to even have off days? Like, it's super, super wild to think about. So, yeah. And like, as far as like mental health in the Black community, like, we are just now, 2020, having conversations about that, because we haven't been able to have those kind of conversations, talk openly about getting therapy. A lot of us are raised in the church, and Jesus can fix it, and you can pray for it, and like pray it away and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, he created doctors too. So should we not? Should we not use the tools that he has given us to be healthier in this life? To have life more abundantly while we are living. So welcome to
TPS, Church of Love and Love and Fellowship.
Church of Love and Fellowship. One band, one sound.
Apparently we had HBCU as well. I got another question for you for this hot topic. And I'm gonna launch into the other thing, the new part, the new segment. Have you been keeping your eye on what's going on in local South Sound Theater?
Oh, Dana, my eyes a little open.
And what are you seeing with that watchful eye, my love?
The only thing I know of so far, are you talking about the house here in Tacoma? All I know so far is there's a theater here in Tacoma, and all I could have seen so far is that they're not diverse. They're hiring a lot of people who are not diverse. Even now, they had this concert coming up, and part of the concert was a ragtime song. Was it Your Daddy's Son?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
There was a song. This. There was this whole thing stemmed from the fact that there's this concert. Part of the concert was a ragtime song. And then like everybody was white. So like, who was singing "You Have Your Daddy's Hands, You Are Your Daddy's Son"? Like and such as. And then people trying to call them out for their lack of diversity, and then like fake Facebook pages coming up and arguing about how TMP
I know about that.
Super diverse. I already said their name, but it is what it is. And how they've hired so many Black people, and they have Black best friends, and look, my son is Black, and like all of that. And what have you been seeing? Did I wrap it up? Did I sum it up?
Yeah, I think there's a few holes, but that's fine.
Well, plug it in.
just me speaking on, my name has been kind of in it, not by choice.
Oh yes.
But one of the things I will say about it is I make it a point to speak upon things when they happen. And I make it a point to be vocal and speak up for not only myself, but my loved ones, my community, and people around me when it happens. Because then I'm complicit if I don't. So any issues that my name might have been brought up in, or any questions, or any want for me to talk that people are looking for, I've done it already. I've been saying and speaking up when things are wrong my entire time with this theater, but my entire time in theater in general. I feel like I advocate when things need to be advocated for. I feel like I'm always doing the work, and I've been doing the work and constantly doing the work. So now if you want me to show up extra because it's a fad happening, I can't get behind that. And that's kind of where I am right now. I'm praying about it. You know how I do. I'm praying about it, and I'm trying to figure out where or if I need to fit into this equation. Because I've been adding it up for years. Okay? And I've been speaking on it. And when I spoke on it, people told me I was crazy. When I spoke on it, people told me that I was just being sensitive. My concerns were being met, were falling upon deaf ears. I was being pacified by, well, I know this sucks, but if you do this, we'll give you this. And I moved on from it. So I feel like what's happening right now is trying to pull me back. And if I'm being honest, I don't know if there's anybody out there that's watching that's a part of that or knows anything that's going on with it. There's a lot of hurt and pain involved in that for me. I don't want to relive that. I grew out of that. So to go backwards and to relive that for a purpose I'm not yet sure of, I don't know. That's
and I mean, at the same time, I appreciate you like speaking out about it, because I think having your name brought into something like that is like not fun. But also, like, when was the last time you've worked there? I can't work there anymore. I'm thankful that no one has brought me into it. I worked there 4 years ago, but like once you join the union, you know,
we can't work there.
You can't work there no more. So it's about also, and I mean, that doesn't mean that we don't want to fight for the people who are still working there, because we do, but it's more like, it's not for you to have to relive your trauma. It's not beneficial for you to relive your trauma as far as like being able to still work there. You know what I mean?
And I mean, and honestly, what is it going, not what is it, but we have to stand together. So me reliving this trauma and helping people point fingers is not going to stop that other handful of Black actors that still choose to work there. And just because the things on the stage may change at these theaters, and I'm not talking about this theater specifically, I'm talking about all theaters. Just because things might change visually on the stage does not mean that the treatment of people is changing. And I think that is the bigger issue, is the treatment of people has to change, and it's got to start from the head to the tail. Yeah, we're gonna do a whole Black production. It could be Village, it could be Fifth Ave, it could be Tacoma Musical Playhouse, it could be Lakewood Playhouse, it could be anywhere. We're gonna put on this production and the cast is all Black. Boom, we met our quota. Did you treat that cast properly? Did that cast have the party that every other cast had? Was that cast given the same opportunities? Was that cast costumed and hair and makeup as nice and as diligently as done as everybody? It's the treatment also. Sorry, y'all.
Don't say it. Speak your piece.
I'm done.
Speak it.
Topics. So
because if not now, then when though? Too. You know what I mean?
And it's not going to happen overnight. These forums and things are great, but what happens after these forums? What happens after this dissecting of our plan and what happens after that?
Yeah.
You guys just start doing this anyway. Top something. Y'all can talk in the comments if you want. Don't be scared.
They're like, what did we stumble on? What kind of show is this week?
It's a fun show, I promise. Also, I want to slide into the next thing. I'm trying to me trying to focus and do all these things.
I see.
I want to slide into our next thing, which is show some love.
Yeah, it is.
And today is your turn to show some love.
It is my turn. I'm over here nervous. My pits are sweating.
Last week I showed some love to, I'm gonna get my timer ready, to my CD collection that is so lovely behind me. And I had to tell everyone why I loved my CDs.
Yeah, like having a physical copy. Mm-hmm.
Having a physical copy. And the point of this is for you to kind of know a little bit more about us over the course of time, because we did our episode and we realized that we're so multifaceted. Our experience is so layered that you're just going to have to get to know us over the seasons of this, seasons of this show. So in season 1, we started this new thing and it's called Show Some Love. So I'm going to ask Alexandria to show some love.
I'm real nervous.
And tell us why. So this is, I'm gonna have to explain this a little bit, but tell us why you love music. Show some love for music. And I'm not saying music, like, oh, music. I'm talking about this girl loves specifically orchestration. She will go sit in the pit and she will go listen to the orchestra during Tech Week, and she loves the French horn. She loves, no, not the French horn. It's the, I can't remember. It's the oboe. The oboe, right? Just random things. So I want random, right? Charles said it. So I want you to, he said Obi. Gonna get you caught up.
I like Obi.
I want you to show some love and tell us why you love orchestration so much and why it makes your world turn and why you start smiling when I start talking about it. All right, ready?
Okay.
Set?
Okay.
You got 90 seconds.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Okay, so first things first, as a kid, I always fell asleep listening to classical music. It was the one thing that I could find to calm me enough, to calm my brain down enough to sleep. It also gave me very vivid dreams because classical music has different movements. And so some might be very lovely and like slow and like peaceful. And some might be like, and they like have like interesting dreams that come with that. So it's a little bit of a two-parter. Like one, I went to school and I was around all these people who knew a lot of stuff about classical music, and I swore that I, one, knew nothing, and two, that classical music was out of my league. It was something that I would never understand. It was something that I would never grasp. And it was only through like really going through whatever music theory and like a lot of the different things that I was like, oh, maybe I can really get into music. Now, orchestrations are fantastic. And like, here's my specific love of music: live arrangements. And that can be classical, that can be hip hop, that could be jazz, that can be literally anything. It is the creativity of finding new different ways, new chords to get together and be like, is it over? Oh, it's almost like 10 seconds. Okay. And like to listen to different songs, different ways, and have just all of the different instruments swelling and going and new things that'll make everything great. I love orchestrations, I love arrangements, and I love listening to live music.
Boom.
I got nervous because I was like, oh, now I'm really running. I was going to like go down my whole rabbit hole.
It's hard.
Like,
also, it's embarrassing. I'm not trying to take your shine, but whenever I count down from 5, I can only count down in Janet Jack and Rhythm Nation countdown. It's weird. Watch the video. It's weird. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's stupid.
It's choreography. Choreography.
Right, it is choreography.
Well, thank you for showing some love and telling us why the heck you love these orchestrations.
I do. I love music and
arrangement.
orchestrations and live arrangements. And yes, my favorite instrument by ear orally is the oboe. It is like a smoother, well-toned saxophone, and I love it.
Nice. All right. So you guys heard the music when the show started. Can I have your attention? Can I have your attention? And so that's what we need right now. We have all of you here because our guest tonight is very, very, very special and very demanding of the attention. So you are not going to want to move for the next however long we have this next guest with us. They are the leader of Copious Theater, right? Yes.
Managing director.
Managing director of Copious Theater. Also, I just want to say this. There's this name that you'll find out about later that I'm obsessed with, and I will let them introduce the name. But without further ado, I want to bring out the fabulous, extraordinary Alexei Cifrese.
That bitch, welcome to that bitch. Ah!
Hello. This is like my best 30-minute drag. I hope you like
the
it.
beat. Hold on. I can see where the light is coming in.
No, this light sucks. Hold on. Let me.
Oh yes.
So let me give y'all a little backstory. So we got on the meetup before, like the quick meetup before, and we talked about your drag queen persona, and we jokingly were like, we're gonna give you 5 minutes to get in the quick drag. So the show starts, and we get a text that's like, Alexei's gonna get in the drag. So it's been about what, 20 minutes?
About that, yeah.
Yeah, something. About 20 minutes. So dope. Thank you.
Yes.
Introduce us to yourself and also this alternate persona that you are introducing the world to right now.
Yes. Hi. Hello. I'm Alexei Cifrese, also known as Anya Knees.
Come on.
I do a lot. I'm an actor. Oh, can I swear? Is that okay? Is that?
I feel like we always talk about like we're PG-13, so you have like the one F word, but you can say like shit, damn, hell, ass. You get two. We get two. Okay, great.
All right, I'll use my next one. More wisely. I'm a drag queen. I know it's really not obvious by looking at me because I'm absolutely busted right now, but I do drag. I'm an actor, I'm a singer, I general manage Copious Love. I'm not good enough to be a managing director quite yet. I think that's a couple tiers up again, but yeah, so I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
We are excited to have you.
Yes, and also we're just speaking it into existence. You know, the managing director. We're just gonna go ahead and like manifest that. So it is what it is.
Eventually, goals. I'm gonna my lighting in my bathroom is so much better. I just gotta grab my charger because otherwise my phone's gonna die on me, and that is not gonna be fun for anybody.
No, do your thing. Come on, transparency.
We see the posters. Yes.
Yes. Also, hi. Welcome to my bathroom. I take very good pains to surround myself with colorful things. Hi.
Lovely. Okay, so while you're getting set up, the first 3 questions we ask everyone who comes on our show is, who are you? Where are you from? And then I ask, like, what's your least favorite something? And tonight I'm gonna say, what is your least favorite dress style?
Ooh. Okay, well, we already covered the who. Where I'm from was the next question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've lived in Seattle for almost a decade now. I'm originally from Spokane, though. I grew up there. Yeah. Just opposite side of the state. Let's see. My least favorite style. I don't know if I've given any thought to that before, but. I'm way overthinking this.
And it's fine. I like it. Like, you know, like what is her, when she walks out of the house, what is she wearing? Is it like snatched? Is it formal? Is it biz cash? Is it lumberjack?
Oh, so I don't know if y'all saw me at last year's Gregory's, but I was sitting in my room and I was just like, maybe I should dress up this go around. I never really get dressed up. And I was like, but I don't really have anything. And then I saw these, so I have an act as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, as you do. I have these gigantic fucking moose antlers that I got at Party Central, and I was inspired, so I came to the Gregory's as a moose. And that is my drag.
Yes. Would you consider that campy or what? Like what? I don't want to categorize it, but if you
campy,
had to,
like Woods.
No.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke. I'm sorry.
Also, yes.
Moose.
Yes, and yes.
Yes, and. Yeah, I would say, yeah, I would say a little bit of camp, a little bit of why would you do that?
I love that.
I try to make my audience ask themselves the really important questions like, why would you do that? Is this really appropriate? I hope he doesn't sing and strip like last time while making eye contact with everybody.
Last time.
Yeah. So, you know, it's all good.
Nice. So before we get into, because I'm going to ask you probably a shit ton of questions about Anya.
Great.
We want to know all about Alexei.
I will sit on my toilet.
Sit on that throne. So one of the things I think it's going to be great for the audience to know is, before we did this, we wanted to clarify your pronouns. And when we asked you what your preferred pronouns are, or what your pronouns are, not preferred, what your pronouns are, your response was?
He, him, she, her, and that bitch.
That bitch.
So I had to throw it into the intro. I was like, that slayed me. I have been slain.
I'm flattered.
So I was reading over your bio and everything, a little bit about you, and you are multifaceted as well as a drag artist. You also are an actor and writer. Tell us a little bit more about who you are at the core of your artistry.
Who I am as my artistry. You know how when you're cooking spaghetti and you don't know whether it's ready yet, so you take just a handful of strands, you throw it at the wall? That is me as an artist. Basically, I just like throwing things and I just like seeing what sticks. Like, let's see, when I was, well, because I've always done acting, like ever since I was slightly smaller than I am now. And I really liked it. And then when I was 21, there used to be this show up at Neighbors called Debauchery, and it was a queer trans burlesque show that was every month. Lily Devine produced it, and I went when I was 21, and because it was 21 and over, and I knew about it, and I was like, when I'm of age, I'm gonna go do that. And I saw the show, and I was like, I could do that. And so I gathered up what I had in my closet, and I just went out and did a lip sync number, and it was the funnest thing that I have ever done in my life. So I was like, well, I think I'm gonna do this now. And then kind of getting into writing, like I just kind of had some friends be like, well, I mean, it was Jasmine when so I should explain. I mainly write with two people, Jasmine Joshua and Brendan Mack, also known as Butch Alice. And my weight keeps getting in my face. I'm like, I forgot how bad this weight was. Why did I do this to myself?
I like it because it's kind of a point. You're talking and then you're like, and so I work with these people. I'm a very big people.
No. This is not me bragging. This is me trying to not go. I'm so sorry. What was the question? I lost.
So you're about to go into, because I was about to transition to this question too. You're about to talk about your work with Jasmine Joshua and Brendan Mack.
Right. Yeah. So back in the year of our Lord 2018, the Fifth Avenue Theater was putting out a call for new works by POC, by women, by queer people. And Jasmine was like, I've got a story I want to submit. And so they did. And they put out a Facebook call. It was just like, here's my idea. Does anybody want to work with me on this? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll write lyrics and stuff. This sounds fun. It's great. And then we ended up getting it along with 9 other teams. And I was like, oh shit, we're actually doing this. And then, so how it was is that they took a bunch of submissions, and then they had 10 different teams come in, and they had us posted in the Fifth Avenue for a week. And basically we were just gonna write our asses off. And by Friday, we were gonna present to a bunch of kind of up there in the theater world people, our show. It was a 10-minute pitch. And we do it. And then about a week later, we find out that we got the first draft commission, which allowed us to have a writer's retreat and then be flown over to New York for a 29-hour workshop, which was Amazing. And we've been working on the show ever since, and like it's just like every step of the way has just been like, oh my God, we got it. Oh my God, we're doing it. Oh my God, what did I sign up for? It's so amazing. And then Brendan Mack was he's someone I've wanted to work with for a long time, and they approached me one day and were like, I have this choose your own adventure D&D story that I want you to work with me on. And I was like, great, sure. And then we got into an order at the pressure cooker, and we did A Succulent, and we're working on Vampires of the Neverwood right now for Annex Theater on Halloween. So
okay, so Oh Succulent is not what's going to YouTube with Annex. It's which one is it?
Vampires of the Neverwood.
Vampires of the Neverwood.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about, tell us more about Oh Succulent and how it's going to be streaming this fall, but I had the wrong title. So I'm glad that you said that just now.
I put so much
interviewers mess up too. But will you tell us
take note.
Okay. But will you tell us a little bit about that? So have y'all been working with Annex for a minute to be able to stream this, or was it always going to be streamed, or is it because of our current situation in the pandemic?
Yeah, so originally we were slotted for the October-November slot, and then COVID-19 hit, and we were still working on the script, and then Brendan was like, what if, because kind of what happened post quarantine was there was a lot of Zoom plays coming up because that was all we could do because we couldn't go outside. And Brendan was watching a lot of these, and they were and they were all right, but like the stage manager would like read stage directions and then say, in the real play, this is what's going to happen, and in the real play, it's going to be really awesome. It's going to be like this. And Brendan was like, why isn't this the real play? And so what we thought from there was how do we create our text to fit an online form, and what does that look like? And it turns out that it's a humongous mess. but it's actually really, we had a Zoom read through of our own, and it was 3.5 hours long, and we were like, we got to change some things. And so from there, so it's choose your own adventure, right? You're following this girl who has to retrieve this magical thing called the Soul Stone, and you basically come upon a side quest that turns the whole thing upside down, and then you have to do a bunch of different tasks, and it is really fun. I'm really not doing a good job of describing it, but it is really fun. And there's 3 major paths that you can go on, and the main character changes depending on which path you take. So.
And how does that? Okay, so let's take away, COVID. Okay, so now we are in the room. We are sitting side by side. We are safe. Ain't no masks. Is this an applause? Is this which way should I go? Is it like doing it live? Is there like a, y'all, I don't know what to do, which way should I go? And then you like get a poll from the audience, or is it like the loud?
Right. Well, originally what we even were going to incorporate some tech into the show. Like, you know clickers. Did you ever have that in college? Like professor would ask a question and then, and you click in your answer. It was basically going to be like that. Yeah, we were playing with like creating like an app or something. But then when we and also like applause, like kind of like quick decision stuff. But like we were playing with those kind of tech elements before, so. And now we're playing with all tech elements.
I like that. Well, so it's funny because I didn't have that in college, but it makes me think of like the Ask the Audience lifeline on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Right, exactly.
That little insert A, B, or C now. Click.
Exactly.
Will that be something that you all will continuously work on once we get out of COVID times? Because that is that's immersive and like amazing.
Exciting.
Yeah, we definitely plan on having a live show whenever we're allowed to go outside next. But yeah, we've really reformatted the script to kind of fit an online forum. So even though I've imagined it live in my head, and I still do imagine it live, when I think about it, I actually can't imagine doing the script as we have it now on a stage, like it's all like an online experience at this point. So I don't know, that's going to be interesting though, transitioning from that online format to live again, whenever that is. And I don't know, it's weird thinking about the future of theater that way.
Right. Has doing this sparked anything in you that was new that maybe you didn't know before? Like maybe once theater starts back, maybe you're like, you know what, I really want to keep exploring this online avenue. And I mean, theater's still there, but maybe now you can focus a little bit more and say, I want to get this like nailed down. So if COVID part 2 happens again, God forbid.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
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 Yeah, you know, actually, even before COVID hit, in fact, it was actually right before COVID hit, I was thinking about, so one of the things that I've heard as theater tries to kind of go into an online format is, well, what distinguishes this from a film? Or like, what if we film something, how is it indistinguishable from like a live stream or like other forms of YouTube-ish, like kind of online Twitch streaming content? That was words. But basically, like, what distinguishes theater from any other any other art form, I should say, when you don't have a stage and a live audience? And to me, what I think theater is a live art. I think that, so it's live, and also there is audience interaction. The audience has to feel like they're a part of the piece. And I think the geniusness of Twitch is that you have it so where you can actually interact with your online audience and the audience can interact with each other. So what I was wondering is, what does it look like if a play is formatted in such a way that the audience sees the play from one character's point of view, or maybe the point of view changes depending on, I don't know, depending on what it is. It's still very much a nascent idea, but like, what does it mean to have like that barrier between the players and the audience be eroded, and how can an online format do that? And these are questions that I actually really do want to explore and kind of see how theater can still be, I hate this word, but how it can be relevant in a time when we're basically living in a digital age. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It keeps me up at night.
And real quick, for those people who are of a particular age, can you just give like a brief description on Twitch and what is separate about it than like Zoom or Facebook or YouTube? Or because I
got some Gen X and Boomers in the audience, I see.
He's gonna wait. Hold on. He tried to like throw me. He said Alexandria don't know because she's old.
I said she's dying to know.
Oh, I'm dying. That's right. Like I don't have a Twitch account already on my phone. It's fine.
Ooh.
So I'm kind of showing my fake gamer girl status here, but as far as I understand it, Twitch is, so you have YouTube where it's like video content. It's pre-recorded, it's edited, and then it's sent out into the world for consumption anytime. Twitch, on the other hand, it's live. Like you like set up a camera in your room, you press go, and then you instantly connect with people. A lot of gamers use it for like doing Let's Plays, which is when the gamer will sit down and play a game, and it'll be like a split, like some kind of split screen where you'll see the player and he'll talk with you, and then but mostly you will see the game and what they're doing in the game. So it's really popular for that. My roommate actually has a pretty popular in the chat. They were just like, and also a ton of things. Yep,
yes,
also that. My roommate, who has like a podcast and a really popular Twitch channel, he actually does a lot of, those narrative video games, like where it's mostly like a story and you like have options like say this, do that. Yes. So he does a lot of those with his YouTube channel, with his Twitch channel. So yeah, so that's kind of the main difference.
Indeed. I watch Twitch. I have a friend that I follow who plays Mario Maker for his Twitch people. And then sometimes he'll live stream Animal Crossing, which is where I join in because that's literally all I play these days. But that's awesome. I have a quick question about you being the general manager, because I have the title right, of Copious. How are y'all doing? How's Copious doing? Is this like, is that okay to ask? Oh my Lord.
Oh yeah, no,
okay.
That's actually really great. No, God, it's been such a roller coaster, let me tell you. I don't know if you like follow us on Facebook at all or like subscribe.
I don't follow lots of theaters because I get in my feelings if I don't get cast. That's just
that is totally fair.
That's just let me just go ahead and be real with the audience.
Hey, you know,
I am followed every single theater that I've worked for or haven't worked for because I was like, oof. Anyway.
And now I won't work for.
Right? Now I'm never gonna get hired.
It's a vicious cycle.
It is.
No, I feel that. No. I totally get that. Well, so what had happened was, so COVID hit. So Copious is mainly a rental house. Like there's Copious Love Productions, which is the producing house that did Untitled Play About Art School, which was my first show. Did Journey West, which was amazing. Copious is the theater, like the actual space that we put up in 2019. And so we're a rental house, and we had a couple different shows that were slated, and then COVID-19 hit, and we lost all of those, and our finances were not great. And then the board decided that we just had to close the venue and cut our losses, and it was probably the bleakest moment of my life. I'm not gonna lie. I had been kind of working up to get this job for a number of years, and I gotta tell you, there is nothing more existential dread inducing than sitting on Indeed and filling out a Starbucks questionnaire about what to do when customers be customering. And it's just like, wow, I hate this. But then a week later, my boss calls me and he's like, so, we got invited to apply for a grant, and it looks like we might get it. So I don't want to jinx it, but you probably are going to have your job back. Like, hold off on applying. And I was like, so then a couple more weeks went by, and we got the grant, and now all of a sudden we're open. And not only that, but we're installing new technology in the space so we can Twitch better. And we can do a bunch of live shows that don't require a bunch of audiences. We're getting a bunch of COVID-19 sanitation gear. We're upping our ante with like, we should see the space right now. We've got hella carpentry projects going. It's a mess right now. It's just all saws and wood and dust. But like, we're just revamping the space, and it's amazing. And it's so, I cannot even begin to describe how incredibly grateful I am that we were able to do this, and we got saved. We got saved. Yeah, so we're doing great now. I actually just spent the whole day at the venue reorganizing the hellhole, which was the back office. It looks amazing now.
Yes.
And we also got a dishwasher off of Craigslist, and we built a whole stand for that. Yeah, so things are going pretty great right now.
Good. That's a lovely tale of redemption and love. And because I was going to also ask personally, like, how are you doing with the COVID-19 pandemic? Like, how are you keeping your spirits up? How are you staying healthy?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Like, honestly, I'm kind of thriving right now.
Okay.
You know how, like, I think as artists, like, y'all can relate to this, but like, you know how you just go from show to show to show, and you always say you're gonna take a break, but then you don't, and then you always I'm gonna make more time for family and friends, and then you don't, and then you're like, is this all there is now? Is this just a vicious cycle of like stuff? And but when COVID-19 hit, I got to prioritize things that I didn't really prioritize before, like, you know, working out. Like, I decided that I was gonna start a bulking routine, and I did, and now I've got like some kind of shoulder definition. So
Come on, shoulders.
I really like languages. I use a lot of like singing in foreign languages in my acts, and I like studying. I majored in linguistics in college. I'm a huge nerd about that stuff. So I picked up Chinese again, and I've been doing Pimsleur courses like every day, and it's really a lot of fun. And yeah, so working out, language learning, taking walks. I discovered a whole park, basically, like not even 5 minutes away from me. I was just like, it's Karkik Park. It's a bunch of like trails, and it's right by the water. And I'm just like, was this here the whole time? Nature.
Yeah, you're like,
So,
I was in rehearsal. I never saw these.
I
Right.
never knew this was here, and which was sad because I've lived here for 5 years, and it's like, why do I not know this is here? And so I haven't been focusing a lot on art. Like I've been doing like Jasmine, Brandon, and I are still writing and stuff, which is great. But mostly, I haven't been focusing on art. Like the most that I have been doing, and I just recently got back into doing this, was I realized that I couldn't do makeup for I'm trying not to swear. I couldn't do makeup for doo-doo, so I
You can say shit.
I can say shit.
You can absolutely
Okay.
say shit.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We're not taking everything
okay.
away from you. Just a few ones.
It's just the F-bombs I gotta like use sparingly. Yeah, so I couldn't do makeup for shit despite, being a burlesque performer for like 3 years, which is, great. That's just kind of how you do sometimes. But so I've been watching a lot of makeup tutorials. And I've been learning some things. I know it doesn't show right now, but I have been learning things. I tried to do a sunset.
That's what I'm saying. I noticed like the pinks, the orange, and the yellows, right?
I do. I learned all about color blending last night. The YouTuber was just like, these are the colors that go together. These do not. Don't mix these unless you really know what you're doing. So
I love it. I truly just think makeup just takes all the time. Like the only reason why I am even half comfortable doing makeup is because I've been in pageants forever and ever. But like before then, I didn't know how to do anything. And even like the first few pageants, I had like green eyeshadow, like lime green, no liner, mascara, red lips. Like she was silent. You couldn't tell her nothing at all.
I love that. I love that so much.
So I want to launch into a little bit about On Your Knees.
Yes.
On Your Knees. Where, first of all, the dope ass name. I want you to tell us how you got the name, and then where are you performing as On Your Knees?
Oh, great. Honestly, I kind of just came up with it one day. Like nothing like really jumped out at me or whatever. I just kind of was playing around with words and puns, and it just kind of like it came to me in a dream. And and I just felt really proud of myself for the rest of the week. And I've stuck with that name ever since. It's not the best origin story ever, just but where am I performing? So like I said, I mean, I haven't really been focusing on art much during this time period, but I am gonna do Vampires in Neverwood as On Your Knees. I'm gonna be in hair and makeup much better than this, but that's gonna be Halloween-ish sometime. We haven't really nailed down the dates because we're trying to we're gonna ride the waves that is this time, but I actually was doing some research the other day, and I found out there's this burlesque festival in Hamburg next year, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to apply. And so that I might be performing there next. I don't know. I don't know if I'm that good yet, but we will see. I am cautiously optimistic.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great excuse to like punch up an act that I've been working on, that I've been sitting on actually for the past couple of years, and also to learn German. So I'm gonna do that, and if I don't get accepted, then I'll have worked on an act that I've been thinking of for forever, and I've learned some German. So
that's it. Then you can just do the act in German here, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, she's so exotic."
That's the shit.
Yeah, God. Yeah, but meow. What was I saying? But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing right now as far as Anya goes. Yeah.
Do you ever combine the substitute? I know this might be a weird question. Like burlesque and drag, and then you're both?
You see, Seattle has a kind of an odd drag and burlesque scene in that like those two art forms like have a lot of crossover with each other. Like I know a lot of drag people who also like are in the burlesque world, and I know a lot of burlesque people who are also in the drag world. So there's this weird kind of conglomerate called draglesque that is a thing here, like, and that kind of like the show Debauchery, where I first started doing drag burlesque, like was that like kind of melange of like of those two art forms, and that's kind of how I learned to do both of them. And so
come on, melange.
A melange.
Melange et trois.
I knew you were gonna do it. I tried to will you not to. I tried.
Nope. There's just certain rules with French. When you start doing it, you know, you have to say certain things. I mean, it's how it goes.
So good. Okay, but that's awesome. So it just becomes like there's a bit of a crossover, and then it can just be kind of whatever you want it to be.
No, totally. Because like I perform as female, obviously. So I mean, there's the drag right there, and then and then I'm stripping most of the time. There's the burlesque. So that's how they kind of meet for me. But yeah, I guess I find beauty in weirdness. Like I never do. I don't have a classic burlesque act. I'm much more into the kind of the nerdlesque and the neo burlesque kind of scenes. I don't know if what I do would be called sexy or tantalizing, but it's something. And it's weird, and it's like I want people to feel things other than I don't know. I guess I like playing with different moods, because stripping can be I think we think of stripping as like, you know, tantalizing, teasing, sexy, and it definitely is those things. But I also like to explore other emotions that can come with stripping. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like I said, spaghetti on the wall. Like, it's a party and I'm here for it.
Do you have a drag mother, or did you kind of dive into this thing on your own and kind of piecing it together?
I threw myself into the pond. I'm really lucky in that the burlesque community really does really like they really do help you out. Like if you ask for help, they're very like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. I think the closest person to a drag mom that I had was Sophie B. Fawkins. I used to be in a burlesque troupe, and that's now no longer a thing, sadly. But Sophie B. Fawkins was the head of that troupe, and we did a lot of group numbers. I developed a lot of acts for their shows, and Sophie helped me a lot with choreography, which is something that like my awkward ass is really not good at. So, I've been really lucky to be surrounded by a lot of talented people who wanted me to succeed and who helped me in various ways, and that's honestly invaluable to me. So I try to be that for somebody else. I don't think of myself as a mom to anybody, but maybe like the cool aunt that shows up every now and then.
Yes.
Everybody needs that cool aunt.
Yes.
Everybody needs that.
Yes. That's like my role in life. So I always I vibe. That's me.
I'm the cool gunkle. So.
I'm the cool uncle. I'm the cool uncle. I'm the cool auntie. Okay. You can hang with me. Okay, so yes. Jimmy, do you have anything more? Because I'm about to go into our rapid fire, and then we're going to switch over into the kids want to know.
No. I'm excited for this rapid fire, though, because we didn't do it last week, I don't think. And so we haven't had it in the...
Did we not
do
it
last week? I don't know. It don't matter.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so this is rapid fire, Alexei. Or if you would like to answer as Anya, it's all up to you. It's
I will answer to both.
You can do whatever you want.
I forget my name half the time, so like it's fine.
Okay, great. And it's basically this or that. You can choose to answer quickly, or you can expand upon whatever you would like to. We are here to get to know you.
Right. Cool.
First things first. Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
Okay. While walking, music or podcasts?
Podcasts.
Oh, what are you listening to? This is.
Oh God, I listen to so much.
What's like the first thing you go for? Like, what is your Monday lineup? Do you have like a? Because they release like every other day or something like that. Like, what's your Monday lineup?
God, I listen to Behind the Bastards. Everything you don't know about the very worst people in all of history. God, what am I listening to? The Daily Zeitgeist, which is like a news podcast. God, this is so bad. Race Wars with Kurt Metzger and Sherrod Small. They have a lot of like, it's hosted by comedians. They have a lot of different people on the podcast. They have mostly a lot of comedians. They had a stripper at one point. They even had like Ann Coulter on at one point, and it's a lot of like, kind of cross, like they cross a lot of political lines, and I actually think it's really cool. The interviews are really interesting, and also it's funny. So, it's great time. What else do I listen to? Gay Future, which is a narrative podcast.
I'm writing this down.
I listen to so many podcasts. Honestly, Gay Future, it is the funniest thing I have ever listened to. Like, I don't listen to a lot of fiction podcasts, but like, it's funny. Like, it's two guys and a girl, and they do all the voices, and it's basically like a dystopian, they linked to it. It's a dystopian like future where everybody's gay, but then there's this one straight guy who dares to like challenge the status quo, and it just goes balls.
That sounds hilarious.
Yes, listen to it. It's great.
Okay, awesome. Where is it? Swimming or sunbathing?
Swimming.
Okay. Nice
I'm
car.
very Irish.
You said you're very Irish?
I'm very Irish. I go outside for like 2 minutes and already I've got a sunburn. It's bad.
Same.
I have what they call in the business bitch skin.
The way you said it though, with the lips poked up like this. Nice car or nice home interior?
Nice home interior.
Okay.
I mean, obvious.
I mean, obviously, look at the posters, darling.
Look at my accomplishments.
Look at your art. It's art, you host. Sorry. Hamburger or taco?
Taco.
Okay. To receive an email or a letter?
Ooh. I do like getting letters. I will say letter.
Lovely. I thought I was the only one left.
No.
Amusement park or day at the beach? COVID's not in the question.
Amusement park.
Okay.
Amusement
park. Like, let's put COVID over here while we talk.
You're in. Just go over there. Just go over there.
Right. Just sit down. Cups in the cupboard. Right side up or upside down?
Oh, right side up.
Huh. Why are you looking like that, Jimmy?
Thing to do?
No, I'm the same way. I stack them, even if they don't match, they're right side up, and I stack them.
You stack them?
So like the rim of the cup is facing up?
It's facing up.
Yeah, the rim of the cup is facing up.
And then if I'll just put them all to each other. I don't care if they match or not. I just put them, that way I can have more cups in there.
Yeah, same, exactly. Like, you should see my cupboard. Like, it is stuffed to the brim. We actually made a house rule. Nobody can buy any more mugs because we can't.
But then you don't have to buy them because people just like give them to you. Every little swag bag has like a little coffee mug. This is from the Hoopston, Illinois Chronicle. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's stupid. Ocean or mountains?
Sorry, what?
Sorry, ocean or mountains?
Mountains.
Okay, I'm gonna do 3 more.
Okay.
Working alone or working in a team?
Working alone.
Yeah.
Working alone.
Were you the group member who like did the group project?
Yeah, I mean, like I didn't do all of it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. I repressed most of those memories of working in a group. But I made sure my thing was done, and I showed up to the meetings. I don't know.
And the end. And we love it.
Theater aside, I hate working in groups.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When sleeping, fan or no fan?
No fan, but I do have the window open.
Okay. Get a little breeze.
Exactly.
And then lastly, card game or board game?
Oh, board game. I love board games, especially strategy board games that take forever to explain the rules. Like I am all
like Settlers and like Risk and like all of them.
Well, maybe yeah. I don't play either of those, but yes, strategy games like those, yes. God, I like Burgle Brothers, Shadow Hunters, Secret Hitler if it's an hidden identity game. Oh, Werewolf One Night Ultimate, like all of that. I've
never heard of any of these games.
Oh, they're so good. Yeah.
I'm gonna look them up.
She's gonna probably buy them.
I love board games.
Next time I have a board game party and we're all allowed to go outside again, I will personally invite you. And everybody is invited to my board game night.
I bring snacks. I make pastries from scratch so I can make a cake. And cake.
I love cake.
I
love all of them. Oh my God, yes.
So thank you for answering this or that. So we have some questions here in the Q&A. So we're gonna slide into the kids wanna know. The kids wanna know. The kids wanna know. The kids wanna know. Yes.
I figure if I just keep doing the eventually they'll be on the beat.
It's okay. It's fine. Or no, like all the Zoom is just offbeat. It's fine.
Exactly.
Anonymous. Hey, Anon.
Hi.
Wants to know, where's the first place you'll go when it's safe to be places again? That's for everybody to answer.
Oh.
The first place I will go.
I don't know my answer. It's Vegas or a concert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to go see a live show again. I really miss it.
Mm-hmm. I definitely want to go to a beach. And actually what's funny is like this, when it's safe to go places again, like I don't necessarily need other people with me on the beach, just everybody else not there. Do you know what I mean? Right, exactly, yeah. Like I just want to go, I'd like to fly. That's what I'd like to get on a plane and fly to a place with a beach.
Mm-hmm. Nice. The next question, I love this question, is from Gio.
Oh my God, is this my Gio? Sorry, go for it.
Who's this?
The red carpet question. Who or what are we wearing, and what was the inspiration for this evening's look or life as of lately? Especially considering that a lot of people dressing up as a form of self-care / love, because the audience is getting their life.
Is this like currently who are we wearing like right now, or is this like on the red carpet? What do we see ourselves in?
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe both.
How do we interpret? Well, Alexei, Anya, what are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Well, it says what was the inspiration for this evening's look.
This evening's look.
Oh yes. So this tank top I got at a Target. It is loom fruit. And I'm bad at this. I'm not good at improv. I got this from a tote that we found buried in the theater, and I was inspired. It makes me feel like the anime boy of my dreams. Yes. Somebody else go. I'm so bad at this.
No, it's great. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like living. I'm kind of living for you, just like running it down. Like, no, this is my tank top. Also, I like that wig. I kind of want a purple wig. Like
it's true. I actually did get it from a tote that I found in the
theater. And it does make you live your best life and your wildest dreams.
Okay.
Yes.
Love it. Jimmy Shields, who are you wearing?
I am wearing vintage Macy's. They've been closed for some time now, so it's vintage.
Yes, it is.
Vintage. I am wearing a hat that I like hats. They're my shit. And this is my ode to the man in the yellow hat. And tonight's look was inspired by Feeling Good, Feeling Great.
Feeling great, feeling good. How are you? I am wearing Fashion de Nova. It's very simple little top that's like one-armed. Basically, okay, so y'all, what had happened was, and this is actually like this is supposed to go around the waist, but y'all can't see my waist. So I was like, well, I'll wear it as a tie. And like, I realized in the beginning when we started this thing, we were like, okay, we're going to do kind of like a late night talk show. And I thought about, Jimmy and I talked about the fashions that we wanted to wear. And I thought about the girls of The Real back when I used to watch it. And, and they always wore like such like hip hop inspired, like streetwear, but really cute tops. And then I realized like, all them hoes had stylists. So how do I do the same thing, but without one of those? And so I just, ran on the Fashion of the Nova right quick, and bought a whole bunch of tops because y'all don't get to see my bottoms anyway. So just a whole bunch of really cute tops that will keep us until the show ends, unless they keep extending it, in which case I have to keep buying more tops.
We love extensions.
And what inspired it was just, I thought, I'm gonna wear this shirt tonight. I'm really not. It's the same thing, Alexei. I'm like, I'm really not amazing, but.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's great. I was gonna say it's so hard to find a good top in this town, but you know what? You did it, and for that,
well, you definitely just gotta look harder.
Search your heart, you know it to be true.
So the next question.
Thank you.
Let me know if you need that list because I have a running list.
Because, yeah. He talks about, and Jimmy talks about it all the time, Alexei. He does. So
yeah.
You talk about it all the time.
But I don't think that we're talking about the same thing. But
I heard what Alexei said.
I know, but anyway, ask your question, child.
I know what it is. Is it my question? It is my question. Kate, the fabulous Kate, would like to know, how did Vampires of Neverwood come about? Was it originally based on a D&D one-shot or a full campaign that you were a part of?
So it was based on none of those things. So Brendan has, actually, there is a bit of an origin story. So back in 2019, we were doing a very interesting monthly show called The Show is Made of Lava. And it was kind of a D&D show, so how it was we had this whole world. It was like 7 kingdoms, and each of us who were the rotating cast in the show had to create a character who was from one of those kingdoms. We had the Red Wizards of the Wonder Mountain. We had the Fae Folk of Susan's Nasty Ass Swamp. We had the Nuns of the Church of the Grayan. So, things like that. And it was kind of so each month you would have like a red team versus blue team, gray versus pink. And it was, let's see. So this campaign that we did, you had your two leads, and they would kind of lead the audience who was affiliated with them in these challenges. Like the audience would have to solve some puzzles, or like would have to fight off these monsters called maxi bats, which were bats with pads in the center of them, hence maxi bats. And if you failed, so each lead had to do a performance by the end of the show. The thing is, if your team failed at something, you had a challenge added onto your performance. Like you have to do the performance wearing shoes filled with baked beans, or the bartender has to hold your hand the whole time. So the original story that we did, so the original story that we did was actually the main plot for Vampires of the Neverwood, where you had to go into this forest and find and kill the vampire queen in Nightlock Keep. So what we did for Vampires was we kind of extrapolated on that a little bit, like what's the story behind that? Who are the main characters? And there's this gay camp in the middle of Washington called TRC. Look it up. It's an entirely it's a camp entirely for gay people, and it's the most fabulous thing ever. And so Brendan and I went up there a few times last summer, and we're just inspired by the parties and the shenanigans that go up in there. So our entire dungeon crawl is based around that, like, gay raid in the woods. So that was a lot of words, but that's kind of how Vampires in the Neverwood germinated and then came into this choose your own adventure story. So, yep.
I want to go camping.
That's awesome. Yeah. Shout out to Ariel. She put the link in there, camptrc.org.
Thank you.
Boom, bomb. Okay, come on, live your life. Okay, next question is, oh wait, okay, so I kind of want to skip, I'm going to skip around because I want to know immediately. Sarah G asks,
Sarah,
what's your sign?
What's my sign? I don't know if I should ask you guys to guess or like if I should just say it out loud. Okay.
And does Anya have a different sign?
Oh God, I haven't even thought that much about it.
Like, what is Anya's birthday?
Okay, well, oh God, when is Anya's birthday? Well, Anya was officially a thing in August.
August what?
August 14th?
Anya's a Leo.
Anya's a Leo. That's cute.
Oh, Anya's a Leo. Oh my God, that's so fun. Okay. So my sun sign is Taurus. My moon is Aquarius, and so I had a bit of an identity crisis the other day. I thought that I was a Leo rising because I thought that I was born at 12:09, but then my birthday passed and my mom was like, oh, at 1:09 p.m. and I was like, hold up, what? So I immediately had to look at my chart, and it turns out that hour made all the difference. I am not a Leo rising, but I am actually a Virgo rising.
Oh yes.
I know.
Oh yes. Elevate yourself.
I know.
Oh.
Now, suddenly everything just made sense.
That's a very grounded. You have a very grounded. If your earth sign is, your sun sign is Earth, which is Taurus, and your rising is Earth, which is Virgo, like grounded.
Totally. And then there's Aquarius, and I don't know what the fuck that bitch is.
He's an air sign, but they do what they want to do. It's moon. It's the dark side.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, I do a little bit. I'm a Virgo.
Nice.
Libra rising, Capricorn moon. We don't talk about that though. That's fine.
We don't talk about it.
You have to accept all of the parts.
I do. I do. My Mars is in Aries, so I know that I'm a hothead.
My Venus is in Aries, which is kind of weird for me to like. I was like, really? Yes.
Anyway, sorry, I love that. I love that's why I was like, oh, I gotta know.
Oh my gosh. I was gonna say if your Venus is in Aries, that might be why it's hard to find the top.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Okay, so
no, oh my God, that just totally makes sense. I don't know if y'all saw that meme that kind of went around Facebook for a while, but it was like all the signs is like tops or bottoms, and like Taurus was listed as like an emotional bottom, and I was like, first of all, how dare you?
You don't know my life.
You don't know me.
But aren't never mind. I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not gonna do it. So the next question is from Anonymous. And their question is, what is your favorite language to perform in, Alexei?
Oh, okay. So my favorite languages to sing in, I would have to say Hungarian, Polish, and Spanish. And that's kind of like anytime, like those are probably my top three, but like I've been really grooving on Japanese lately. Like it's really weird. Like meow 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 meow. It's kind of weird playing with and I think just like as a trans person, like I have like a fixation with voices and stuff, but like it's really weird because some languages, oh God, I can't read katakana I know here somebody posted in the chat some letters, and I was like, oh God.
Our stage manager, yes, that's funny. That's funny.
But it's interesting because like when I play around with different languages, I notice that either like my voice will like go really up as it does with like German and Chinese, or like it will drop like with like Japanese definitely brings out baritone. I think French is kind of in the middle, and so is Spanish, and same with Hungarian. But like, Russian will drop my voice like hell too. But like, it's so interesting to kind of play with different. I don't know. I'm a bit of a nerd about this. I can go on for a while. I don't know if y'all want to hear this, but yeah, we can.
I mean, the kids want to know.
Right.
You said so Hungarian, Polish, and Spanish, just like off the bat.
Those are my favorite.
You're really getting into like Japanese.
Yeah, but
all of it.
Yeah, no, it's all beautiful, and I don't know. It was so funny. So I'm taking voice lessons right now, and my singing teacher and I are kind of playing with opening up spaces in places I didn't even know I had, and kind of playing with that like very brightness tone of the voice and very back right over here. And I noticed, so I've been working on Maria from West Side Story in Spanish, and we tried to sing in the original key, which is nice and low, and I'm a baritone, and that works very well for me. But I noticed when I sang the song in the original key in English, I had a lot of trouble, because so when I sing in different languages, and especially in languages that I'm not so familiar with, and it's difficult for me to get rid of my accent in some. What I first try to do is I try to find my center. Like, where do I feel this language? Like, where is it resonating? And for me in English, it's all kind of back here. So I was noticing I was having trouble kind of getting it up here to sing in the original key, which was lower. And then, but then I said to my teacher, I was like, I have an idea. Do you mind if I sing it in Spanish? And then I did, and what I noticed, so kind of where my center is, I guess, I would say is a little bit more up here. One of the reasons I like to sing in Hungarian as well is because my center is kind of here and here. So it's kind of like I'm using a lot of metaphorical language, but what I noticed was when I switched to Spanish in Maria, that it was much easier to sing because I wasn't so caught back here and not really resonant. So it's I don't know. I find this stuff fascinating.
Did you translate on the spot?
Can I translate? No, God, no.
No, I'm saying when you asked if you could sing it in Spanish, was that a translation that you made on the spot, or was that like, can I come back to the next lesson?
I learned it. I learned it. I don't know if you know the singer Carlos Moran. He's one of the singers of Il Divo. He does a lot of Broadway. His voice is like butter. I could listen to him forever. But he did. I stumbled across a YouTube video of him singing Maria in Spanish, and I was like, I gotta learn this. And I posted to a bunch of Reddit forums like, can somebody find the lyrics for me, please? And then somebody did, and which is why I love the internet. But so I learned it since then, and it's so pretty. I love it.
Yeah. Wish I'd have known, because we definitely would have had you sample it for us, but we won't do that to you.
Because that's on the spot now, but we could have been prepared. You right?
I don't mind.
Can I have a sample, please? Please, thank you. We're ready. Cool. Give us as much as you'd like.
I'm not warmed up or anything.
No judgment. This is a TPS Tonight exclusive, friend.
All right. El nombre más bello que existe es María. María, María, María. Los sonidos de Dios del amor cuando pienso en ti. María, María, María,
María, María, María, el nombre más feo es María, lo es todo para mí, es todo cuanto quiero oír. María, ya pienso tan solo en María, y ahora puedo ver que bello puede ser vivir. María, y lo fuerte que quema el alma, y lo flojo y te llena de calma. María, el nombre del cielo es María. María, 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 y lo fuerte te quema el alma, y lo flojo y te llena de calma. María, ya pienso tan solo en María, el nombre más feo que existe es María.
Okay, bitch said I ain't even warmed up and then proceeded to slay the room.
That bitch.
That was stunning. My eyes are watering.
Right, that
my
bitch.
eyes are leaking. My eyes are leaking. That was gorgeous.
Thank you.
I really want to end the show there because that is a hell of a way to end. But we got to get this question in because it's only one more question, and we would be remiss if we didn't.
Let's do it.
What is your favorite accessory that you own? Wow, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to come down off the fact that you just did that on the spot.
On the spot.
People be like, I need to know if you need me to sing 2 weeks in advance. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, what is your favorite accessory that you own?
My favorite accessory. Oh, my favorite accessory. Does a Himalayan salt lamp count as an accessory?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yeah. My boyfriend has had one in his room for forever, and then I got one, and it was like, okay, this is kind of awesome. But
does it do the things that it says it's supposed to do? It's like cleansing and things?
I don't know. And honestly, probably not. But I like it because it's pretty, and it's a very nice nightlight. I have it like right on my window, so.
Beautiful. Thank you, Andy, for that question.
Yes.
Thank you.
Alexei, before we bring this thing on down to a close, is there anything that you want us to know about you? You want the audience to know about you? Any question that we didn't ask? Any information that you're dying to divulge?
Oh God. I like cheese. God, I can't think of it. You can follow me on Instagram at Onianese Burlesque. I'll update it someday. I don't really post a lot, but I have a lot of nice pictures of me on there. Lots of them are very skimpy, so you know that's nice. Oh, there's my handle right there. let's see. You can friend me on Facebook. I'm just Alexei Cifrese. Alex E-I-O. My name is right there. I don't need to spell it. Yeah, friend me. I love friends. I post a lot of weird gay shit. Oh, also, speaking of which, my Facebook page that's for my burlesque show, but has since really just turned into a meme page is yes, the two genders. There's 2 pictures of Doritos on there. You'll find it. But yeah, those are my plugs. Follow me, friend me. Yeah. So
nice.
That's all.
Alexei, thank you so much for coming on our show tonight.
Thank
you
you
for
for
blessing us with your musical stylings and that gorgeous instrument that you are.
So good.
That I love that you are still training. Like you didn't say like past tense, like you are still working, and I think that is awesome. Like as vocalists, we always need to continue to be working on our instruments, working on our crafts. So thank you for that. Thank you for coming on our show. It was such a delight to have you and to get to know you, because like I don't know this person at all, but I'm so excited to get to know them. So thank you. And thank you for bringing Anya with that quick beat, with a sunset eye.
No, gotta keep it interesting. Yeah, no, thank you. What?
I don't know. I didn't hear it. It was mixed out. Are you not going to repeat it?
No, because it wasn't
supposed to be happening, but it was recorded. Somebody got it.
I'm gonna watch it again, just to see.
Same.
We'll edit that out. It was in my contract.
Okay, fine. No, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me. It's really nice to talk to people who aren't my roommates. No disrespect to my roommates. I love you all, but
yeah, well, I love them so much.
Yep, I love them so much. I wouldn't trade them for anybody else in the world. But yeah, one of my roommates the other day was just like, no offense, but like I'm really like starting to get sick of all of you, and I'm like, you know what? It's okay. But that's just where we're at right now, and you know what? That's fine. Yeah. But yeah, no. I really enjoyed this. It was very nice meeting you two as well. I also didn't know who you guys really were, so it was just like, I'm excited to meet these people. They seem very Yes.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you all so much for watching. Next week, we have somebody's plural. We have, I'm reading, Alma and Alba Davenport. They're the co-founders of Brown Soul Production. We going back to black next week. So y'all tune in and hear what these fine human beings have to say about the new theater program or the new theater production company that is coming to Seattle. We are thrilled to be talking with them, and I say back to black all like we ain't black the whole time. We've been black. At least Jimmy and I, we black as shit, just black. Been black from day one. But anyway, I said what I said. We will have Alma and Alba Davenport next week, the co-founders of Brown Soul Productions. So come on back to the big old used car sale.
I love that.
If you guys leave after this, I understand.
Thank you, Jimmy. You're the
really
best co-host. I love you.
I love you back. And we love all of you out there. That is it for tonight. Alexei, we thank you again. We appreciate you for being our guest. Alexandria, you know what it is, girl?
Always.
Love me some you.
Always. It's right back at you, boo.
And we'll
couldn't make us any closer.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't say it. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. We'll see you all next week. Same time, same place, different guest. Bye.
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 Nails, hair, hips, heels, ass, fat, lips, real, purse, full, big bills, bitch, I'm a big deal. Legs, face, eyes, thin waist, thick thighs. You, me, you wish. New phone, who this? Pussy, puss, give 'em cunt, bitch. Mama, yes, God, then you pop that tongue, bitch. This whole club is my runway, run, bitch. Y'all 5, 4, 3, 2s, I'm a one, bitch. Girl, what did that girl just say, girl? Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't